What's up, guys? This is Anthony.
And Faye and
Khloe.
And
Journey. We're gonna watch the trailer to Fantastic Four. Let's just get right to it.
I'm so excited. Does that give you goosebumps?
How did we get this far? Human beings have an immeasurable desire to discover, to invent, to build.
All right, nice.
Our future depends on us furthering these ideas. A responsibility that rests on the shoulders of generations to come.
Do you know him?
He's the new Torch.
Why?
With every new discovery,
I thought
there is risk,
Oh no, what happened?
there is sacrifice, and there are consequences.
Be ready for what's coming.
What is coming?
The answers.
Oh my gosh.
8-7.
I want to watch Fantastic.
Fantastic. What?
Fantastic Four.
Did you see the original Fantastic Four?
I did.
I saw both of the. You want to go, dude? Did you see the original Fantastic Four?
No.
So this is part 2.
No.
No, they just remade
They
it.
had Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and now this is a complete reboot of the franchise. The guy that played the Human Torch before was, I don't remember the actor's name, but he is now Captain America, so he can't be
Oh, that's weird.
the Human Torch anymore. So they decided to go with this whole new route and make him black, which half the internet was like, no, you can't be black, that's terrible, blah, 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 and I'm all for it. I think that's awesome that they made him, you
You
know,
just said for it. Four.
yeah. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The thing is, he's supposed to be one of the other Fantastic Four members is his sister. So I forget. I don't know how they work that out.
Oh.
He might be like adopted or something like that. I forget. I read it somewhere and I just forgot the detail.
Do you like that they chose him to be the Torch?
He seems like a fine actor. He was from a movie that's some kind of indie film or something that was called 33rd Stop or some kind of weird title that's. I don't know. That's nowhere near what the title is, but it's supposed to be a good movie, and he's supposed to be a great actor.
That's what I thought. I thought there's supposed to be a white guy, not a black guy.
Do you have a problem with that?
Kind of.
Why?
Because the original one is white.
So? Why can't they make him black?
I don't know.
You racist.
I like all kinds of black people.
Okay, so truth be told, Khloe here is predisposed to black people. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. I have no issues with that at all.
Because they're friendly.
But for some reason, all of a sudden, she's got an issue with Human Torch being black because it's not following the original material. Just so you know, most superheroes in the original material are white. It's very rare that you have an Asian or black superhero.
No Asians?
Well,
Ever?
now the Spider-Woman is Asian.
Oh.
I don't think that's what she's called, but they made her Asian.
Spider Girl.
But this, I was excited at first when it said X-Men Days of Future Past. Then I realized that's not the movie that I like.
That's the movie that you hate.
That's the movie sorry if I'm offending anybody, but I did not like X-Men Days of Future Past because it just, for me, didn't do its job properly. A lot of people liked it, but I thought it was just a lot of stuff. It's shot well, it looks really good, and it's got a lot of cool elements, but it just didn't quite gel for me. And this looks like a really good movie. I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up that I'm very interested in this movie. It looks like they totally took all the hokiness out of Fantastic Four that was married to it in the first 2 movies. And I mean, they're doing what they do with all the comic book movies now, and they're making them darker, but this seems like a good approach, you know, a new way to try to approach the material versus what they did before, which was just, you know, goofy antics.
Why are they making it darker?
Because
That's just the style now.
it's just a different approach. That's the go-to thing ever since The Dark Knight came out, or Batman Begins came out. It's like, now we just go darker. I mean, it started before that with Tim Burton's Batman. That was a new kind of Batman that is unprecedented. It was based on the Dark Knight comics. Then they did it again with Batman Begins, which was even darker and more serious. That just became the trend, and Man of Steel is really dark.
I didn't get to see that either. I didn't miss
It's
anything.
fine. It's
Okay.
not that you didn't miss anything. It's worth watching, but it's just not. It's also just not great. It's Zack Snyder he's surrounded by yes men is the problem. I'm not offended by the fact that they went dark here. It's not just dark and morbid. It looks like they're trying to tell an interesting story here. Albeit I don't know what the story is. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm definitely
They
intrigued.
became superheroes.
Well, obviously,
They look really young though compared to the first one.
Jessica Alba does not look old in the first one, and neither does Chris Evans.
I don't know. These people look way younger.
Is it Chris Evans? Is that the name of that dude?
Why would they use him for Captain America?
Because we
Kinda
have
odd.
we have a shortage of good-looking white actors.
Oh, is there?
I was being facetious.
Oh.
There isn't a shortage of good-looking white actors. What there's a shortage of is bankable actors that can fill that role. It's like, who are you going to put in that role? Who are you going to make Captain America? Tom Hardy? Actually, he would make a pretty badass Captain America. I'm able to think about it. But he was in Dark Knight Rises, so you can't use him.
Oh, okay.
Although I think Dark Knight Rises came after, but it doesn't matter. So Tom Hardy was better for Bane than he would be Captain America. I don't know too much about the original comic for Fantastic Four. I'm wondering if the serious tone is gonna bother like hardcore fans because I think the original comic was actually kind of goofy.
Oh, was it? I haven't.
I have no idea. Don't quote me on that, and don't anyone start attacking me in the comments about that. I think the original material was more lighthearted. They're taking the Frank Miller approach to Fantastic Four is what it looks like. Because Frank Miller is the one that made Batman a darker character. And so now they're taking Fantastic Four and making it a darker story. I mean, really, what else could you do with it? Although I didn't hate Silver Surfer, I actually enjoyed it.
All right, let's watch this again.
See, that's all beautiful framing. It all looks very aesthetically pleasing.
That's my Days of Future Past. That's Torch?
Human Torch.
Human Torch. Why is it called Human Torch? It should just be called Fire.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Ready for what's coming.
You know, I appreciate the style that the trailer was edited. I can't speak English anymore. I appreciate the way the trailer was edited because it's not edited in the typical manner that you see trailers. Albeit that's just a teaser, but still, it's not building up the same way. Like, okay, for instance, Ant-Man.
Oh, Ant-Man. That
You know,
seems awesome.
I'm saying that the way the trailer was built in Ant-Man felt more typical. This seems more calm and
too
just
slow.
no.
Yeah,
I
I
disagree
don't-
completely. It looks intriguing and it's just kind of reeling you in.
I guess, but they should make it more.
Fantastic.
What's coming? The answer.
Answers. I like that better than what you typically hear in movies. Are you afraid? Yes. Not nearly afraid enough. Are you afraid? No. Well, you should be.
I like that they went inside that little pod thing and then they got superpowers. I want to do that and then get superpowers.
Okay, so you like the premise of the movie? You like what this story is predicated on?
Yeah, I want superpowers. So I can fly with butterfly wings.
Or you could just turn into a big pile of rocks.
No!
You can become a rock monster. Rock monster.
That's just my old dream.
Rock monster.
I want butterfly wings.
She'll be Heimlich. Just these little wings.
I'm gonna feed you a bunch of bread so you get fat and give you these little tiny wings.
And you can't fly, so we just carry you and you pretend to fly.
No.
What'd you think of it? What'd you think
I
of the
mean,
trailer?
I liked it. It was just, I thought it was a little slow at the end, but
you think
interested in
about
what
it?
that big beam of light is.
Based on what you remember from the original Fantastic Four, what do you think of the? It's
It
a
was
it's
funny.
a very big contrast.
Wasn't it funny? I remember it being kind of funny.
What? It was
Nothing.
funny.
The first one was funny. It was really bright colors. And this one's just slow and dark. And I'm interested in watching this movie.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
It just looks kind of slow and too dramatic. Like so much drama is gonna freaking happen. It's not gonna be funny. It's gonna be super serious.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Why?
I don't mind that approach
It's
because
just I'm not. That's you're expecting this other thing based on the first movie.
that is totally
I
irrelevant.
liked the first movie. I thought it was fun. This is too serious.
I think you're in the minority. I think a lot of people were disappointed with the
Really?
first movie. Although they got a sequel out of it, so maybe I was the only one who was upset.
This just seems a little too dark for me.
You like 300.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Don't you like The Dark Knight?
I do.
Dark
Well, those are
Knight.
dark movies.
Yeah, but this isn't
Dark.
supposed to be dark.
Night Roses.
Actually, I don't really know.
That's
I never read the
strictly
comics.
based on your opinion of the first movie, the original film that came out. Take this for what it is. Like, imagine the first movie never existed, right? This is the first time you're ever seeing Fantastic Four. What's your opinion of it?
Like, oh my god, how what the hell just happened?
Good. Those are good questions. Now, do you want the answers?
Yeah, I want to see what's in that big beam of light.
But in my comic, it says that big rock guy is orange.
Well, they updated the color, honey. It looks like they did to Fantastic Four what Man of Steel did to Superman.
You like the drab colors?
I don't think it looks that drab. I thought Man of Steel looked kind of drab.
Yeah, that.
This doesn't look that drab. It just looks like more contrasty, darker colors, which is not a bad thing to me. I think that it all depends on how they do it. It could be really good. All that said, I agree with you to a certain point that, you know, you do need humor in your movies. That's an important aspect
I guess you don't even know. It could be super freaking funny.
That's true. Edge of Tomorrow looked super serious and it was hilarious.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. In a good way. I don't know any of the characters' names except for Mr. Fantastic and the Human Torch. I wonder if they're gonna still call him Mr. Fantastic.
Sounds so cheesy, but
Sounds
that's his
so-
name, right?
That's the thing now is to steer away from calling people by their names. In the Dark Knight trilogy, they never once did they ever say, "Hey, Batman."
Well, they know-
They reference him in a weird kind of way, like, "We're gonna kill the Batman." They never directly call him that. That just seems to be a thing. Like, even in Noah, they never called him God. They said the creator. This whole thing about being more mysterious, I don't know. It looks like that's where this film's headed. These are like boring, irrelevant details at this point.
So you would spend your money. on
I
this
would
movie
I'm willingly spending my money
because it's Marvel.
day one. Not because it's Marvel. That has no
You watch
that has
every
no credit.
single Marvel.
That has no credit with me though. Like, I don't care. There are Marvel movies I don't like.
But you watch
Like
all of them.
X-Men Days of Future.
You spend the money and you go to the theaters and you watch them.
Because I have to give reviews to the people.
Oh, okay.
On that note, if you guys are interested, you can check out our other trailer reactions / reviews. You can check out our film reviews where Chloe and I swap places and we do each other's reviews. You can check out our short films, I Cherry 5S and Rost in Translation, and our 25-word challenge where we summarize a movie or anthology in 25 words, and it's funny.
It's very funny.
Don't say it's very funny because then you're setting up false expectations.
I
They're
thought
gonna
it was
they're
very
gonna watch it and be like, that's not that funny. Yeah. Downvote, downvote, downvote. It's okay. It's okay. See, now there's low expectations, so when they watch it, they'll upvote it.
Why would somebody want to watch something that's okay?
It's worth watching, but don't have high hopes. Please subscribe, and we've got more coming. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.